The Raccoon's Lesson. A long time ago, a monk moved into an old temple located near a lake. Right away, the village people visited the temple to welcome the monk. "Good day, monk." However, there was no reply. Then, one villager looked up and saw the monk drinking some sake on the roof of the temple. "What is he doing? This monk is a little too strange for me." Losing interest, the villager headed back home. After seeing that the monk had become hated by the villagers, some young raccoons living in the mountain behind the temple decided they wanted to play with him. The raccoons turned themselves into children, went up to the monk and asked him, "Monk, please teach us something." The monk loved children, so he replied, "Okay, let me teach you how to write." Without realizing that the children were really raccoons in disguise. Eventually, children from the village saw the young raccoons having lots of fun learning at the temple, so they started to secretly join in on the classes the monk was teaching. One day, after another fun lesson, the children from the village decided to give a present to the monk. "Monk, thank you for teaching us. Please take this fish we caught at the river." The monk was overcome with joy. The raccoons saw this and said to each other, "We need to give something to the monk too." While discussing what to do, one raccoon said, "One rainy day, I remember the monk saying how much of a hassle it was to go and buy sake in the rain." The raccoons then decided they would go and buy sake for the monk on rainy days. Since then, whenever it rained, the raccoons would disguise themselves as humans, turn the leaves into gold pieces, and go out to buy sake for the monk. After a few rainy days, the owner of the sake shop started to become suspicious of the raccoons disguised as children and followed them as they left his shop. To his surprise, he saw tails coming out from the children's behinds. He yelled out, "Hey, you evil raccoons! Stop tricking humans!" and began to hit the raccoons with his umbrella as hard as he could. The young raccoons turned into their original form and ran back to the mountain crying, never to appear before the monk ever again. Later, the monk heard about what had happened and felt so bad for the raccoons that he began to cry. Since then, the village children would sing songs about the young raccoons. The end.